Hello everybody, how's it going? Alright, so I'm Spencer Williamson. I'm a Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education major. I came from New Jersey, don't know if you heard of it, land far, far away. I know there's not a lot of whitewater in New Jersey. It started when I came here. I'll tell you a little about that. But because of Brevard College, I have now gotten the opportunity last summer to have my internship in Alaska. And that is a dream come true for me. So thank you, Brevard. It's awesome. I'll tell you a little bit about my internship and sort of my Brevard College experience. So I came from New Jersey. When I got out of high school, I really didn't want to go to college. Wasn't really into school. High school was having a tough time. I was like, I need some time off, don't really want to go to college. But a lot of people around me and like my family and good friends are telling me, well, college is a good thing. And sort of looked into it and I was like, all right, let's do it. So I was like, let's study music. And from going around to New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, all these other places and applying to music school, I kind of got turned off by music school. Didn't really like the vibe of music school or the atmosphere. So I was kind of lost, I was just like, I don't really know what I want to do. But I was signed up to come to Brevard to do the LEAP orientation. And we went out and went camping and went hiking with some of the wilderness leadership staff. And I came, had my musical audition and everything, went well. I got into the music program. That's pretty cool. And while I was here, I had John Buford as my hiking guide. And I thought he was the coolest guy ever. And I was like, I could do this for college. I could take people into the outdoors and scare the crap out of them and hang them off rocks and stuff and like get paid for it. I was like, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go sign up with Brevard and become a Willie major, Wilderness Leadership Experiential Education. I also met Clyde Carter and everyone else up at Ross Hall, and I had this special feeling inside that this was definitely the place for me. It wasn't really working out when I came here. I definitely felt it. So I was like, let's do it. Pretty much a shot in the dark for some random kid in New Jersey to come to Brevard, North Carolina and study wilderness leadership. So I did it, and I definitely fell in love. Had my freshman year and my sophomore year, I kind of had that feeling again of not really being into school. Just things going on in my life and stuff, so I decided to take a semester off. I went out west and did the National Outdoor Leadership School out in Wyoming and Colorado and whatnot. And when I went out there, I thought I was going to be a student and learn a lot, which I did learn a lot. But when I went out there, I realized that I was being more of an instructor than a student because of everything that I've learned just my freshman year in Willie classes. And that really meant something to me. So here I am, came back to Brevard, and my junior year comes around, and time for an internship. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, Brevard's done a lot for me already. I'm gonna try to dream big, go somewhere awesome, and really do something cool. So I was looking around, found Alaska, knew a guy actually from New Jersey who used to be a bush pilot out there. And he's like, oh, you gotta check out Kennecott. It's in Wrangell St. Elias National Park. It's in southeast Alaska. So I said, all right, I'll check it out. Made my resume up, blah, blah, blah. Ended up getting the internship, which is awesome. And when I went out there, there was 2 other interns too. And they studied things like outdoor leadership and other majors like that. And also when I went out there and we were doing the intern things with our bosses and stuff, and they were trying to test us with our knowledge and whatnot, they were like, oh, Spencer, he could build rock climbing anchors, and he knows how to paddle whitewater and all this safety stuff. And not to be down on the other interns or whatnot, they did not have any of that knowledge from their schools that they did. So here at Brevard College, we definitely do have a special program. All the majors, especially the Wilderness Leadership Program to me. A little bit about my internship. It's with Kennecott Wilderness Guides. It's in Wrangell St. Elias National Park, southeast Alaska. And it's about 6 to 7 hours east of Anchorage. And then you get to Chittenden. You gotta drive down a 62-mile dirt road, which used to be a railway. And then you get to the Kennecott River, and you gotta walk across a little footbridge. And then you get to this town called McCarthy. And then 4 more miles up the road is a town called Kennecott. And Kennecott is an old, abandoned copper ore mining town from 1908 to about 1938. They mined out $200 million of copper ore. So there's all these big, red, beautiful old mining buildings and stuff. That's kind of what brought the tourists there. There's 2 huge glaciers in my backyard. There's Mount Blackburn, which is 16,390 feet, and that being compared to Black Balsam, which I think is about 7,000 and something. So it's all white and snowy and glaciers coming off of it and stuff. And it really opened my eyes to what wilderness and the outdoors really is. So there, since they found out I'm a whitewater guy, they're like, all right, well, we really got into pack rafting. Has anyone here heard of pack rafting before? Haha, all right. So pack rafting is this one-person raft, and it rolls up to about this big, so you could fit it in your backpack, hence pack rafting. They're about 8 pounds, pretty much. So me and my bosses, we would go out and do these pack rafting trips for fun to kind of scout stuff out, and they're like, you know what, we should implement this into our curriculum. So they're like, Spencer, you're going to be in charge of designing our pack rafting program. So I got to sit down with my bosses and teach my bosses, who are these backcountry, burly, bearded, backcountry ice climbing Alaskan skier guys, how to actually pack raft. I'm like, oh, hey, have you tried your draw stroke? And they're like, there's names for strokes in these boat things? I'm like, yeah, all right. So I kind of gave them a little course from definitely some lesson plans I've created here at Brevard. And they liked it, so they're like, all right, let's make this program. So I've designed the pack rafting program. We do day trips where we kind of go to the end of the glacier and pack raft around the icebergs and stuff. And there's some whitewater that we kind of put our clients into there. And we also designed some fly-out trips where we fly out in little bush planes and get dropped off and pack raft back to town, or we go backpacking and all this other crazy stuff. So it's been open, my sense of adventure has just been like slapped across my face, which is amazing. So we've definitely designed a lot about that. Here in the Willie program, we do a lot of rock climbing. We get taught how to lead rock climbing trips, how to build anchors and all that jazz. And a lot of it is really similar to ice climbing on the glacier, which is cool. So again, we were having a little training day out there, and they saw that I could build anchors and stuff, and that's cool. And we were also doing these rescue missions. If someone were to get stranded on the side of an ice wall, how to build a mechanical advantage system to pull them back up. And they were teaching everyone that, and I'm like, wait, that's a Z-drag system for on the river that I learned in Robert Dye's Swiftwater Rescue class. And I was like, that's the same exact thing. And they're like, oh really? Like, show me. So I built it up and hoisted this guy up the glacier ice cliff, and they're like, yeah, like, do you want to start leading some ice climbing trips? I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So now I got into climbing, ice climbing too, which is pretty incredible. Never thought I'd be doing that. And yeah, it's an amazing experience. There's amazing people out there in the town that I live in. Beautiful opportunities, beautiful mountains and whatnot. I cannot believe I'm standing here right now talking about I'm a guide in Alaska. You know, it's pretty incredible. So before I came to Brevard, I really wasn't into the outdoors at all. I was a musician, blah, blah, blah. And came here. When I came here, it was awesome. All the upperclassmen and whatnot were so open to helping me learn how to do all this stuff. I remember coming in, and this guy, Brian Randall, who graduated, I think, when I was a freshman or sophomore, and I took the Whitewater Kayaking 101 class, and I got my role on the first class, like, naturally, and he's like, we should go kayaking. And I was like, all right, cool. So he's like, gives me all his old gear. I've got like a crooked, broken helmet and like life jackets kind of ripped up and like stuff that doesn't fit me. We go out kayaking, and he took me out almost like every week, and there's a group of kids that would take me out all the time. And I got into it, ended up buying my own stuff, and now I'm paddling class 4, class 5 whitewater as a senior here at Brevard College. So the community here at Brevard is amazing. It's opened me up to a lot, and just everything here, the people, everyone's so inspiring. Like Dr. Joyce was talking about, you know, not one person is just a music major or whatnot. You know, I take art classes, I play music around town, we do everything, you know. And Liberal Arts College definitely in this area is what's so special to me. Also having Pisgah National Forest as my playground and my classroom. When I was in high school and whatnot, kind of not really liking school, I was like, oh, I'm in these walled classrooms all day, can't really deal with this. And when I came here, met the Willie professors and took classes, it really showed me that education is beyond the classroom and life itself and experiences that you have throughout your life. And it kind of really changed my view of going to school, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. This is cool, you know. So here I am at Brevard College, and I love it. And I would like to definitely thank the donors, because without you, I would not be able to have the Brevard College experience. And the Brevard College experience is amazing, and with people like the donors that are here tonight, you could give that experience to a lot more people out there to have an amazing experience just like I have. So thank you very, very much. Oh, and also on your tables is pictures that I've taken in Alaska. We were going to have a big screen, but since it's light out, we couldn't do that. So there's some pictures there that I've taken of my clients, of myself and whatnot, and some of our adventures. So please walk around, take a look at those. and enjoy the rest of your night. And thank you, Brevard College, once again, for making my dreams come true. Thank you.